Hello everyone, and welcome to the Lightfoot Days Festival. I think it's lovely that the Orillia Children's Choir is singing along to the restored tapes of Gordon Lightfoot, recorded here in St. Paul's Sanctuary in 1951. How amazing, and what an honor it is for you all to sing with him. Special thanks to Julia Johnston for composing the piece, for Dan McCoy, the conductor who I've known for quite a few years, to Steve Porter, who directed this festival, and much love to you wonderful children who are going to enjoy paying tribute to one of our great Canadian legends, Gordon Lightfoot. Lightfoot and I go way, way back. I remember being in high school and first hearing his album In the Early Morning Rain and taking his music to Mexico. When I was a teenager, we moved to Mexico, and my sister and I used to listen to that album, and I never thought I'd meet him. But then at the Junos in 1975, I was introduced to Gordon, and he kind of made a joke. He said, "Oh, you should give me some guitar lessons." He just heard my first album, and obviously was impressed. And I thought, sure, he's not going to want guitar lessons from me. But lo and behold, I was invited to a party at his house through his sister, Bev, and met him. But he brought this old rusty guitar, or rusty stringed guitar, to me, and all his friends were there, and groupies and fans. And it was very crowded when he lived in Rosedale. And he said, Leona's going to play for you all. She's one heck of a classical guitar player. So please be quiet. So suddenly, I had all his friends listening to me. I somehow got through a few pieces, and I guess I wowed Lightfoot. And a few months later, his opening act canceled, and he asked if I wanted to fly to Minneapolis and be his opening act. Well, I was terrified. The idea of opening for 5,000 people, 2 shows sold out, in Minneapolis, Northrop Auditorium. So 10,000 people would see me that night. And at first I really hesitated, but then I decided nothing ventured. And I was a huge success, and Gordon was thrilled to pieces. So suddenly we were touring all over North America. I mean, Klondike Days in Edmonton, Avery Fisher Hall, 4 shows sold out in New York. I mean, this is the big time. And I got lots of wonderful reviews. Gordon was so thrilled to bring me out on stage. And it was very unique, very brave of him, actually, to take a classical guitarist playing a classical repertoire in front of a pop audience.
The first guest of the evening is a classical guitarist. I'd like to introduce her to you, ladies and gentlemen, Liona Boyd. Leona's appearance on stage was most appealing, and the way that she dressed, she would wear a long dress, and she would get everything together, and then of course she would have her stage presence going for her. Then her technique would take hold, and it was a very magical and the most amazing kind of performance to watch.
I wrote an autobiography, and so I tell all these amusing stories, life on the road with the band, and all the behind-the-scenes things that went on. And it really was an eye-opener. He was so kind to me. He was going through a very hard time in his life, but he never uttered a harsh word to me. And getting to know a lot of other musicians that came to see him, like Chris Christopherson, and quite a number of big stars came backstage, so I got to meet them all. I'll always owe a big debt of gratitude to Gordon, because he opened the doors for me with many of the agents. Lightfoot actually started me writing my own music, because he'd see me in the Learjet where I, studying scores of Bach and classical people. He said, "They're all dead. You got to write your own music, Leona." So I do owe him for that, encouraging me to write my own music, and now that's all I play. So I'll always love Gordon, And I hope you have a wonderful time at the Lightfoot Days Festival. I'm only sorry that I can't be there. Anyway, much love to everyone. Bye-bye.